Whether you're traveling yourself or just curious about other cultures, you might find this video useful and entertaining. Although Americans are known to be outgoing, energetic, and adventurous, they also have several unique habits and ways of behaving that set them apart from other people. So, if you want to know how to spot an American tourist abroad, keep watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. That said, let's get started. 16. You demand cold drinks. Ice, baby, is the number one certain method to identify an American. Let's face it, adding ice always serves to increase the refreshing factor of a great beverage. The first thing to notice is the American tourist's shock expression of outrage when a glass of Coca-Cola is presented to them without ice. The Americans will worry thinking that the other country wants them to sip a room temperature soft drink because they're used to a heaping pile of frothy and delightful fizzing cubes. The second obvious sign appears at this point. The average American will request ice. 15. You wear a baseball cap. You might not be aware if you're an American that Major League Baseball isn't a global sports league. They attend the World Series every year, after all. The baseball cap is a particular style of lid, and baseball is in fact a particularly American sport. Not only does it shield your head from the sun, but it also instantly makes anyone appear 10 times cooler. In your native country, that is, it is useful, cozy, and even fashionable. Therefore, if you're traveling outside of your country sporting a baseball cap, the cool factor might not be there, and it's an indication of your origin. 14. You wear white socks. White socks are considered a fashion faux pas in Europe. Europeans believe that socks should match pants in color. According to a leaked paper from the Dutch Finance Ministry, wearing white socks goes beyond what's considered appropriate dress. Please excuse our cultural ignorance, but don't you think that's a little strong? Locals could snicker if an American is seen wearing the common athletic socks. However, given the Americans most frequently wear sneakers, another warning sign, because they're both practical and comfortable, athletic socks are a must-have in every wardrobe. Why do Americans always appear to be wearing white socks wherever they go? 13. You have perfectly aligned teeth. If you're visiting another country, you have avoided suspicion. Your outing will be a huge and welcoming smile. Orthodontic treatment is a necessary component if living in America. In the rest of the globe, getting braces fitted is not a need for adolescents. One of the quickest ways to reveal our citizenship is to flash our pearly whites. Why does it feel that everyone in America, regardless of where they're from, is going to be the lead in the upcoming Indiana Jones film? It just isn't assured to have a set of dazzling whites somewhere else. 12. You clap to show your enthusiasm. The preferred method of gratitude in the United States of America is a righteous clap. Clapping, shouting, whistling, and making as much noise as you can is commonplace at events ranging from baseball games to concerts. Americans appear to applaud at almost anything, but it goes further than that. Tourists will applaud a server's amazing rescue of a tray full of teetering beverages or the completion of a tour guide's talk. This is overkill, and it can cause people to call you an ugly American. They're undoubtedly Americans if the table at the Parisian cafe you're at erupts into cheers. 11. You use slang words like bro. You can tell that you're an American if you approach someone and say, "Sup, bro?" Although sup is the correct response, the majority of non-American speakers will find this to be quite odd. Every language has its own slang, but because our films and television, the world can easily identify ours. Thus, use the terms bro, bra, or dude at your own peril. While exploring the rest of the world, we advise choosing more neutral greetings. Introduce yourself by saying hello, greetings, and excuse me. This approach is perfect, but avoid saying howdy as it will reveal your identity right away. 10. You're sporting a fanny pack. Actually, fanny packs are not worn by Americans anymore. This equipment was stuff of the 1980s, a huge craze. Nowadays, wearing one is considered unfashionable. However, folks don't give a damn when they're on the road. And yet, when Ted Mosby was traveling around Europe on a backpack, he was referred to as a fanny pack idiot. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the How I Met Your Mother connection. Whatever the reason, Americans drag their fanny packs out of the back of their closets because, very simply, those pouches on a belt are useful, primarily due to the fear of pickpockets that pervades American culture. And there's no doubt that's a problem. 9. You don't know the first thing about FIFA. As long as it's football, baseball, basketball, hockey, or pretty much any other sport than soccer, sports are a big thing in America. Since it was created after the game that everyone else calls football, Americans are genuinely upset and bothered that the term football might refer to anything other than the tackle sport that mandates the use of helmets and body armor. Therefore, it's more likely that Americans are purposefully unaware of the global sports craze than that they are ignorant of it. It is a simple way to identify an American, and that's not good news given that the USA, together with Mexico and Canada, will co-host the 2026 FIFA World Cup. 8. You're eating on the run. People in America frequently eat on the go. They're traveling between locations in their autos, and they're on their route to the metro station. We don't always have time to eat in a formal setting. Similar to this, Americans desire to see as much as they can while on vacation. This makes identifying one simple. There are the travelers that never stop moving and eating. Contrarily, locals enjoy taking their time, enjoying their friends' company, and not rushing through their meals as they take in the ambiance of a restaurant they're dining at. 7. You need a metric conversion calculator to know the speed limit. To the dismay of American academics and scientists, the country never adopted the metric system. Everyone else in the world makes use of the really well-organized measurement system. Therefore, one of the easiest ways to identify an American traveling abroad is by the confused expression on his or her face when asked how many kilograms their luggage weighs. Heck, when he wrote Pulp Fiction in the early 1990s, Quentin Tarantino even made a joke about the whole thing. What is a quarter pound with cheese known as in Europe? Indeed, royal with cheese. Why? This is accurate as a result of the metric system. 6. You're obsessed with McDonald's. When traveling, a lot of Americans can't resist the opportunity to dine somewhere they're accustomed to. It makes no sense. Contrary to popular belief, visitors do not typically seek out local cuisine and customs, especially when they're traveling with children. Inside McDonald's, you'll witness happy families enjoying happy meals. Despite the fact that locals make up half of McDonald's diners globally, the cheerful smiles and immaculately straight teeth immediately dispel any doubts. Some tourists won't enter a nation without visiting the local Golden Arches, and for many Americans, this is unquestionably the case. 5. You enjoy a glass or two. American tourists frequently celebrate by becoming drunk. However, being drunk is uncommon in nations where the legal drinking age is not strictly enforced. Europeans ponder whether the United States age restrictions leads Americans to indulge excessively. Just to be clear, throughout the majority of Europe, it's 18. In order to enjoy Europe's best, sweetest nectars, young Americans under the age of 21 definitely take advantage of this loophole when they travel over the pond. In Venice, would you like some limoncello? Indeed, why not? Paris, why not add a little absinthe to the fire? Oh yes, sir, there are countless options. 4. You're shocked by nudity. People are likely to be a lot more flexible about public nudity or hot love scenes unless you're traveling in the Muslim world. In fact, there are numerous beaches throughout the world that are designed expressly for people who prefer to sunbathe uncovered. However, when Americans see this level of laziness, they typically find it difficult to bear. Because most Americans have a prudish temperament and stress over these things, our culture is full of stunning performances and outward behavior. The best illustration of people who defy American conservatism is the music industry. 3. You are overly friendly with strangers. An American can be identified by their love of small conversation. With anyone, they'll start a discussion. Americans can't wait to express their emotions to someone, no matter where they are, in contrast to Londoners who are stereotypically frigid and do not want to chat with anyone on their way home after a long day of work. They will speak loudly, emphasizing each syllable, as if volume will make our foreign language easier for non-English speakers to understand. We shall continue talking for as long as that person nods and smiles. 2. You share TMI with others. Informal discussions with strangers are frowned upon in some cultures. Using the standard greeting improperly is a major faux pas in France. Our propensity for TMI is embarrassing and rather annoying to many individuals all over the world. However, other people are open to it and love the opportunity to speak with an actual living American. We're not just conversing with random people. Americans have a really strange and intimate openness with them. Perhaps the comfort of knowing we won't ever see this person again causes us to open up like a bartender after 4 cocktails. 1. You're a man wearing shorts. Dress pants at the beach may draw a sideways glance in Southern California, but American men receive the same stares wherever they go while sporting shorts. you run the danger of appearing foolish and immature in some nations, where shorts are only worn by boys. It's definitely worth the risk to maintain composure, but in the end, it's a surefire method to identify an American. A non-American will typically wear something commonplace, such as a pair of jeans or chinos. Americans must simply flaunt their calves wherever they go. It's common. The fact that they're on an adventure is highlighted by it. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning how to spot an American tourist abroad. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know if you have any other tips or stories about American tourists that you want to share. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss an upload. See you in the next one!